Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, nice shirt.
Yeah.
I demand trial by combat.
Yep.
Tyrion.
Second time he said it, too.
Maybe it won't be the last.
That would
Spoiler, he's done it 15 times.
No.
He dies the 7th.
I was going to say, he's
died
done
the
it
7th.
15 times, but he's died the 7th.
He died the 7th.
So he says it 8 times after he dies.
He could be a...
Maybe Bran sees him say it.
Maybe. He comes back as a walker zombie. Is that me? Is that you?
Fuck!
Calvin! You turn that shit off.
I'm sorry.
You turn it off right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Calvin. We have to try and remember what happened last time.
Dragon was flying west.
Yes, Drogon was flying west. But, I mean...
Over old Valyria.
Just because I sometimes go towards, the west doesn't mean that I'm going to California. You know?
Either he's going to the sea, or he's going past the sea.
Somewhere beyond the sea. That's what he's
Somewhere waiting for me.
My lover. Okay, I was sort of singing. You guys don't want that.
Have you seen Beyond the Sea with
Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey?
Yes!
Ah!
Oh, it's so good.
It's like I was listening to Pandora,
Yeah?
and I was listening to the Frank Sinatra station,
Yep.
and I heard that come on. It's like, who is that?
It's Kevin Spacey. He's so good.
That's not like Perry Como. It's like, who is that? And it's like, Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
What? The same Kevin Spacey? And I looked it up, and I was like, oh my gosh! That was lovely.
Frank Underwood, man.
Yeah!
Underwood, 2016. So, other than that, what else happened on Game of Thrones?
Jorah Mormont got grayscale on his wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and he's covering it up with his sleeve.
And one of our loyal subscribers or viewers made sure to tell Calvin that, as far as we know, grayscale has only been cured
Once.
in children.
Oh.
So there goes your hope.
Well-
Khaleesi. Oh.
And he just like rage bangs her. Right? I mean, he might. Was it in the trailer?
Detective Calvin.
No! That means he doesn't get cured.
Yes. Stannis has left the wall to go fuck up the Boltons.
Yep. Stannis has left the wall.
He took his wife and child with him,
Yep.
refusing to leave them with rapers and thieves and killers.
Yeah.
Fewer. What? Nothing. They were seen in the
Oh,
Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Tyrion he's in the company of Jorah.
Right now, he's like shipwrecked.
Yep. The High Sparrow has been
yeah.
his loyal young followers have been armed and become the Faith Militant.
The Faith Militant.
And Tommen, try as he might, was not able to free the Knight of Flowers,
No.
the Iron Fist. He's going to be Iron Fist. You know that?
What?
Loras Tyrell, the guy that plays him, is going to be Iron Fist in the Marvel Netflix series. Cool, huh? He doesn't really get a whole lot to do on Game of Thrones, so he's going to have a whole lot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We keep talking about other shows. Arya is cleaning dead bodies. We haven't
With the cunt.
Cunt! Did we even see her last episode?
No.
Or the episode before that?
We saw her the episode before that.
Okay. Mace Tyrell is on a diplomatic mission to the Iron Bank,
Yes.
and he's being guarded by Mirren fucking Trant.
Mirren Trant is going to Bravos.
Who else is in Bravos?
Arya Stark.
Who's on her list?
Mirren fucking Trant.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will come of this. And Qyburn, who has been named to the High Council,
Yeah.
is working on a science project too. You alright? You have epilepsy?
No,
Rearing
I
his
was
ugly head again?
He was under the sheet.
Yes.
The
Who?
mountain. The mountain was under the sheet.
The mountain is
And he
dead.
twitched.
He died.
And he's got a dwarf head.
No, he died.
Yes, he does.
I could use this for my
It's
experiment.
possible.
It's possible. What a terrible idea.
It's still could be an engine.
So
He
he's
could
gonna-
have Mountain's head and the dwarf head stuck on the corner of his shoulder. He's the mountain and he's got a little dwarf head.
No.
Oh.
That's everything. What a great recap, as always. Let's watch the show.
Yeah.
Hit the button. No!
Have you seen the video of people washing their hair in space?
Yeah, like stick to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not in space, though. They're in Bravos.
Who are you? No one. Get back to work.
Well, who are you?
I'm from Westeros. Daughter of a lord, just like you. And my father was widowed again. I've been serving them ever since.
I think she wins the game.
Did you notice her subtle accent change?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the youngest daughter of a great lord, Eddard Stark. He died in battle.
A lie.
Had to kill a sable boy. Drove my sword through his back.
The front.
Sandor Clegane. He tried to sell me but was wounded in a fight. He begged me to kill him but I wouldn't. I left him in the mountains to die. I wanted him to suffer. I hated him.
Ooh.
I hated him. That's not a lie.
A girl lies. To me. To the many-faced god. To herself.
Miserable as you are, Mormont, at least your father was a good man.
What do you know about my father?
I met him. How do they put it in the watch? We shall never see his like again.
He didn't know.
You didn't know.
He'll never be able to prove himself to his father.
Sorry. He was murdered by his own men.
Carl fucking Tanner.
Fucking legend. My ass.
I want to hug him. I want to hug him so much.
Right?
I am bummed.
I used to be like you. I was sick. I was dying. But my father never gave up on me. And I drank the water from his fountain. It healed me.
Man, that would be rough.
Yeah. I don't do well with scenes with hurt little girls or dogs. Just something special about it. Not special, but devastating.
I knew it. The faces of the dead.
That girl is not ready to become no one. But she's ready to become someone else.
It's a slave ship.
Why are they anchored?
They probably came ashore for
Water. Cut his throat.
Wait! Let's discuss this!
And then chop off his cock. We'll sell it for a fortune. The dwarf's cock has magic powers.
Wait! He has to know it came from a dwarf! And how could he know? Unless he sees the dwarf!
It will be a dwarf-sized cock.
Guess again.
Ah, big dick. Tripod.
Yep.
The dwarf lives until we find a cock merchant.
There's such a thing as a cock merchant.
Yes. Aaron.
Step carefully, Lord Baelish. You'll find there's little tolerance for flesh peddlers in the new King's Landing.
We both peddle fantasies, Brother Lancel. Mine just happened to be entertaining.
Sir Loras was promised to me. Instead, he chose the company of boys.
One's choice of companion is a curious thing. But I have found Sansa Stark. Living at Winterfell.
That's not possible.
My sources are well placed. The Knights of the Vale are some of the best fighters in Westeros. Trained to battle in the ice and the snow.
And if you succeed?
Name me Warden of the North.
That's what he wants.
I live to serve.
Lord of Harrenhal, father of the Warden of the East, Warden of the North.
tomorrow. You haven't had to use that axe of yours in a long time. I hope you remember how.
I remember how.
He looks like he's been itching for years.
Dornish ninjas.
It's the Dornish Angels.
Hello, Charlie. They all suck at stealth.
Marcella?
Father.
Jamie?
Shit.
He'll be fine, I promise, but we have to.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bronn's getting a raw deal. Getting the one with the whip and the daggers.
Yeah.
It's gonna freaking hurt.
That one with the daggers is not convincing.
No.
That spear work is not very convincing.
Throw the sword.
Drop your weapons!
I see use an axe.
When you were whole, it would have been a good fight.
That would have taken so much of his head off.
Enough.
You fight pretty good for a little girl.
Not the strongest fight they've ever had.
Probably the strongest fight would be Mountain versus
Oberyn.
yeah,
That or Bran and the Hound. It's
Brandon. Yeah.
Get some rest, dear. You look appalling. Let me deal with Cersei Lannister.
no.
I didn't imprison anyone. As for your veiled threats.
What veil?
Good day, Lady Olenna.
Killed your son.
According to the law of the Seven, neither kings nor queens are exempt from testimony at a holy inquest. In the presence of the gods, do you swear that your brother is innocent of these charges against him? To the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I swear it.
You lay with him.
That night and many others.
Liar. He's a liar.
Is there anyone else who can support your claim?
She walked in on us once, not long ago. She didn't seem surprised.
This testimony is an insult to a great house. Why should the faithful or anyone else take the word of a squire over the heir to Highgarden?
He has a birthmark, Your Grace.
Bearing false witness before the gods is as grave a sin as any, my lady. Take her.
No! Tommen! Tommen!
Tommen's too good a boy. He's got the power.
Does he?
He should.
Under a werewood tree.
Under the gods wood. Same tree that Eddard was sharpening ice under.
Yep.
Fucking Ramsay smirk.
Ramsay of House Bolton.
That voice.
I know.
Theon of House Greyjoy. Who was it? Who was her father's ward?
Lady Sansa,
Theon.
you take this man.
Reek actually got to say his own name again.
Oh, it wasn't his name. He was playing the game.
Are you pleased, my lady? Lying to your husband on his wedding night. That would be a bad way to start a marriage.
Reek doesn't look like he's handling it well.
Take off your clothes. Oh, no, no, no. You stay here.
Gotta make it weird. Gotta make it weird.
I hate asking a second time.
Right? Candle in the eye, come on.
Yep.
You've known Sansa since she was a girl. Now watch her become a woman.
not the best ending. One of these days, Sansa will catch a break. But it is not this day. I gotta try to cheer you up. Yes? No. No, okay.
Fucking Boltons!
Yeah, I know, man. Just want Stannis to come and just fucking kill him. Burn him alive.
One of the few families that deserve being burned alive.
Yeah. Of all of the families that we've learned about, they don't have any redeeming qualities. You know, you could say Cersei's a bitch, which she is, but she loves her children. You know,
that's her only redeeming quality.
I know, but she has one. What do the Boltons have? I mean, the only thing you say about Ramsay is that when the time calls for it, he knows how to be charming and charismatic. But that's a bold-faced lie. He's not really like that, you know? He gets off on that. It's not redeeming. There's nothing redeeming about that guy. Yep. It's a very sobering scene into an otherwise fun episode, I feel like.
Fun?
Yeah, all the other stuff was cool, I liked. Like Tyrion getting captured by pirates. Being quick-witted and talking about how big his dick is.
Yeah,
and,
I suppose.
You know, that was cool. Braun flirting. Even though I don't really personally love the Sand Snakes casting, I feel like they don't have that fire that Oberyn had and that they're supposed to have from the books. But they're serviceable. What?
Serviceable.
Calvin, not everything has to be like that.
You said it.
I said it in correct context. You took it out of context and made it dirty. But we are talking about Dorne. That's what they do. This scene, Calvin, yet another one. Oh, what do you got? What's that? Reese's Pieces. I don't want one. No. I'm on a diet until 7 p.m.
You don't get a fist bump for that.
Yet another scene, Calvin. We've talked about this kind of stuff before. Huge controversy online. Many people jumping ship, saying that I can't watch the show anymore. I can't watch Sansa. This happened to Sansa. You know,
we didn't see anything.
No, we didn't. But we certainly felt it. Yeah. Alfie Allen, the guy that plays Theon / Reek, is so good. He actually was casted on his ability to play Reek, not Theon. So
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so all of those years ago, before he actually became Reek, that was his audition process.
Is to be Reek?
Yeah, is to see if he can pull that off. You know, anybody can be Theon.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be Reek, you know. Because he could easily be a Gollum ripoff or an Igor from Frankenstein, you know. But yeah. I think he's something wholly unique. He's a beaten dog that just cares about not getting hurt anymore. I think it's interesting choices he makes. Now, obviously, that scene, definitely in the modern sense of the word, should be considered rape. You know, you can make the case that, well, in medieval times and, you know, forced marriages and older men taking younger brides, and that's just how it was, you know.
People that say that are assholes.
They are, yeah. It's one of those age-old like philosophy questions. Can you judge people based on modern morality and not their relative morality back then, you know? Which I feel like you should, but it is an argument, even though I find it invalid.
Yeah.
When you say that generic argument, you're not bringing into the account that it's Ramsay Bolton, you know?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely a violation of, you know, it's weird because, you know, when you talk about rape, you got to talk about consent. And Sansa definitely did not consent to what just happened, you know, with Reek being in the room. She probably wouldn't do it at all, but she, in a way, agreed to this arrangement by, you know, having Littlefinger manipulate her into agreeing to marry him. You know, she knew this was going to happen. You know, she was going to have a wedding night if she was going to have a wedding. She has to know that he wouldn't be back in time. Stannis wouldn't be there in time, and she has to play her part. But, so, you know, I would be interested to see what people say, like, well, where was the consent given? or not given. You know, the lines are a little blurred. Even though I'm firmly in the camp of there was none given, it's I don't know. It's interesting to talk about.
There's a difference between presumed and informed consent.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Just because someone doesn't say no doesn't mean that it's
absolutely,
a yes.
yeah. Consent is much more than words.
Yeah,
yeah. But Calvin, let's move on to happier topics.
You said
I say let's move on to happier things, but this isn't necessarily a happy thing at all. But even though it sucks, I love Jorah's scene with Tyrion where he learns about his father had passed, because there's so many levels there. You know, one, you're learning about a parent dying, but two, I always felt like Jorah, with his love of Daenerys, one, but in addition to that, being able to come back to Westeros with pride.
Yeah.
And being able to, like, you know, to reclaim that sword that he left. That's now with Jon.
Yeah.
But, sorry. Seeing his devastation, that knowing that his dad's dead by betrayal, which is something that he did to his father by betraying, you know, the family's name.
Yeah.
It's got to be so hard. And the actor plays it so well, because I think his name's Ian Glenn. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he plays it so well that you can tell that it's a guy trying to keep an emotion in check and succeeding and failing at the same time. It's really cool. I like that. And you can't have a better actor to bounce that off of than fucking Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I like that. What do you think of the Game of Faces?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of... I kind of felt that she didn't want him to die, but she wanted to make him suffer.
Yeah.
So that was like the happy medium for her, is to just leave him there. It's interesting to actually have hard evidence of that.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you call it hard evidence, because we trust Jaqen so much.
Yeah.
That we don't know why he's correct. We just know that he is.
Yes.
He can tell that she's lying to herself.
Yeah.
Like, that's a level of observation that doesn't exist.
I mean,
I guess it isn't, because you can do subtle clues and that kind of stuff. You know, there are guys whose profession it is to tell if you're lying. But to be able to betray your own emotion behind an emotion you think is real, that takes a lot of observation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost like mind reading and
it is
a certain level of magic.
There is definitely a certain level of magic. I mean,
he can change his face.
To become no one means that you can become anyone. To become anyone means that you have to understand everyone.
Yeah.
You know? So the game has a lot of really cool levels that's like perfect for that kind of training.
Yeah.
You know, as of right now, she's learning that. I kind of wish that she would learn how to, you know, just kill. Awesomely,
right.
You know, I think that's what she wants too.
Yeah.
But you have to get there. It's all a journey.
Well, she knows how to be. She's ready to become someone else.
Yeah. You know, they spend so much time showing them cleaning those bodies. You know, like a lot of time is put there. You know, I never really knew why they spent so much time just showing bodies being cleaned. But when you go down to that hall and you see all those heads and they all seem to be perfectly preserved, I don't think they're all new.
No.
So
they can't all be new.
How are they not rotting, you know? Does the process of cleaning have something to do with the magic of preservation and swapping faces? I don't know.
Maybe it's the fountain water.
Yeah, it could be the fountain water. It's a good idea. I always thought that, like...
Maybe it's like 3,000% formaldehyde.
Yeah. I guess I would do it. Yeah. Watching that scene, that little girl, I can't do that kind of stuff.
No.
I mean, this is going to sound really terrible. Like, I can watch a rape scene, but I can't watch that.
Really?
Yeah. To me personally, that's hard to watch for me. I don't know.
It's the opposite for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Really love Tyrion's quick wit, as we said.
Yes.
Jorah is the most famous fighter in all of Westeros.
Hundreds of songs sung about him.
Yep. And will be sold to the fighting pits.
Yeah.
Who will put in the fighting pits?
Daenerys.
Who might be there when he goes to fight?
Daenerys.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have one... Oh, it's attached. Sorry.
What is it?
It's
Where?
one hair that's sticking straight down. It's like 3 inches longer than all of the others.
Right here?
No. It's this one right here.
Yeah.
See how much longer it was?
Well, of course it is. Ah! They can't see. Make a wish. Shit, you're still here.
Fuck you.
I would have gotten your Reese cup.
You can have it!
I don't want them to...
I'd rather be here and you have my Reese's cup than be some random place and still not have my Reese's cup.
Last thing I got, Calvin, is Littlefinger's plan. He's a bastard, but he's a genius.
He is a bastard.
So his plan is to... Let me just try to figure it out. So he has Sansa that's working kind of with him. She is going to try to control Ramsay using different methods. Is kind of what he talked about, right?
Right.
Like you need to take him. He'll be your husband, and women have that kind of power. You need to learn how to do that. So he said that. He also said that if you wait around long enough, Stannis will come and make her Wardeness of the North. Then he goes back to King's Landing and says that
if he takes Winterfell,
he actually convinces her to let him take his army up there with the crown's blessing now, because he could just do that in general. And then he will become Warden of the North. If that's going to happen and the northern houses are going to align with that, who does he have to marry? Sansa Stark. So it's a big old jumble, but man, is he not just really good at it.
Yeah.
You can hate the guy, but you just like Lady Olenna said, she hated Tywin Lannister, but she respected him. Like, I hate Littlefinger, but I respect him. He's not a character to be trifled with, I don't think.
Yeah.
As the Sparrows learned. And speaking of the Sparrows and the High Sparrow, we had a trial.
Well, we had an inquest.
We had an inquest that is a pre-trial, pretty much.
Yeah.
Of Loras and now
Marjorie.
My girl Marjorie. And they have a eyewitness that says that they both lied before the gods. So we'll have to see what's going on there too. And I think that's pretty much everything, Calvin.
Pretty
much. So we talked a lot about this episode, and we're going to talk a lot about next episode. That will be tomorrow on Sunday, episode 7. And then next week, we all know we'll be getting in episode 8 and 9, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Yes. Okay. So make sure you guys are subscribed and like the video. You can go to blindwave.net for all the information about Blind Wave. Down in the description is all the links to our social media. If you haven't seen it already, we are starting to kind of trickle out videos for Rift TV. We only have one video up right now, but eventually we will be getting more. If you guys enjoy watching Calvin discover stuff for the first time, that's going to be a great place to do it, because all those old shows and movies on Netflix
that I haven't seen,
which are a lot, will be great over there. Especially, it'll be really fun to do movies. So we've never done a movie.
That's right. We've never done a movie.
But there are shows like there are such amazing shows to go through. I've never done Firefly.
Yeah. We're gonna do Firefly.
You've never done Lost. Supernatural. You haven't seen that.
I haven't seen Supernatural.
You haven't seen the first season of The Flash. There's a lot.
I haven't seen Shield.
You haven't seen Shield. A lot of interesting things are gonna be coming up, guys. Yeah. So make sure you're also subscribed to us over at Rift. Other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow on Sunday. And I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, hit the button.